Good evening and welcome to this special Big Fight edition that we are getting to you from the City of Joy, Kolkata. Behind me, the very, very iconic and beautiful Victoria Memorial right here in the heart of Kolkata. What a political season this is in this state. 2 phases down, 6 more to go. Yes, 6 more phases to go. And on the 2nd of May, we will know who's the victor and who's the loser. But it is not just West Bengal. There is a heated political debate across all states over the use of institutions to crush opposition voices, to influence elections. All of that is happening. We've heard the story of Assam. These stories also come out of Tamil Nadu, of Kerala, in West Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee has made these allegations. To discuss all of this and much more, we've got a very, very exciting panel right here. Let me quickly introduce them one by one. Ms. Shikha Mukherjee, senior journalist, thank you very much for joining us. Professor Monojit Mondal of the TMC is with us. We also have Kushal Pandey, BJYM, Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha leader. Nasreen Khan is a left supporter right here. Thank you very much, Nasreen, for joining us. We have Saikat Giri. He is a CPI State Council member and a left front leader. And of course, Mr. Kamruzan Chaudhary, spokesperson of the Congress in West Bengal. Thank you. And of course, how can I forget? How can I dare forget our very own Monideepa Banerjee? So I'm going to begin with you first, Monidi. Two phases down, 6 more to go. You've heard the allegations and counter allegations right here. The Election Commission has been pulled in on a number of occasions. Every agency or institution has been spoken about. Do you think, and of course the whole communal angle and the religious overtones that the campaigning has undertaken, do you see this escalating or reducing in the next 6 phases?
Oh, we should be ready for much, much more in Bengal. That's for sure. Because both sides are in a neck and neck fight. They have locked horns and every side is going to use everything that they can to throw at each other. So watch out for more fireworks, I'd say.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, the format of this show is that everyone, I call this right of opinion guarantee scheme right here on this show, where everybody gets 1 minute each to express or make their opening comments. So Ms. Nasreen, we are going to begin with you. What do you have to say about the manner in which the electioneering is happening, not just in West Bengal, but other areas as well?
See, the very fact, the very fact that the election in West Bengal in particular is being stretched over such a long period of time is very clear that this is a very, very crucial election for those in power at the center. So definitely it makes a lot of difference to the BJP. It is a make or break for them because it is a matter of their prestige. So they're taking it very personally. For Didi in particular, this is about regaining the confidence of the people, which has been faltering. The major issue being one of unemployment, and the recent lockdown and the pandemic has affected us in such a manner, and people saw who is there with the people at the grassroots level when they need help, when they need support. None of the political parties came forward except for the left. They were the first who jumped in the fray or started distributing food, providing support, shelter to all those people who are...
But you would maintain that the left has lost its political currency despite all these efforts?
Of course not. Not at all.
Of course not.
Of course not. The left is very much in the field. The left is very much, it was always there. It has always maintained that it is for the people, it is for the marginalized, it is for those who are voiceless, and the left has maintained it.
Okay,
they have not made a show of it. That is where they falter.
Okay. So Nasreen says that because left has not made a show of what they've done, that's why perhaps, electorally they're not being spoken about. Forget the left for one moment. A lot is being said that this is a bipolar contest, and not just between 2 parties but 2 individuals, Modi and Mamata, in the state of West Bengal. Would you concur?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't, because at one level, yes, it is. Of course it is. There is Mamata Banerjee, the leader of a party. Mr. Modi is the leader of another party. Both of them hold public office. So that is a clash between 2 charismatic politicians. But at a different level, there are many, many other issues which are which are based on the institutional and constitutional framework within which politics is conducted in India. And I think this is a clash, mother of all battles on that as well.
Okay.
And if very quickly to run through this, one of them is of course federalism. I mean, this double-engine Sarkar model that everybody talks about, the same government, the same party.
At the center and then at the state.
At the state. Meaning that there is a homogenization of politics, there is a homogenization of programs, that the aspirations which are peculiar to the state or a region don't matter, it's one size fits all.
Okay.
So that's one kind of, and then there is a sharing of powers, what is the responsibility. Therefore, what has happened over a period of history is that federalism, the center versus state, the centers got strengthened. The states strengthened themselves and the center decentralized. But if there is this double-engine Sarkar, then you go back 40 years, 50 years in terms of the politics.
Okay. I'm going to come back to you, Professor Mandal, in just a short moment. कुशल पांडे जी, मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि आपने देखा असम में भी अब आरोप लग रहे हैं कि किस तरीके से एक ईवीएम मशीन मिली एक भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एमएलए प्रत्याशी के परिवारजन की गाड़ी में। यहाँ पर भी आप देखते हैं ममता बनर्जी लगातार आरोप लगाती हैं कि किस तरीके से जो अलग अलग इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, संस्थाएं हैं, उनका दुरुपयोग किया जा रहा है चुनाव के नतीजे को ट्विस्ट करने के लिए। इन आरोपों के बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, बंगाल की राजनीति में आज ममता बनर्जी तो शुरू से ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोगों पर आरोप लगाती जा रही हैं। ये कैसा आरोप है? उनका सरकार है जो आज 10 सालों से वो पूरे पश्चिम बंगाल में जिस तरह की राजनीति करे पूरा भारत देख रहा है ये चीज़ का। और ईवीएम का मशीन, इससे पहले तो ईवीएम उनके लिए एक नहीं होता था। अभी जब कल से 2 चरण का चुनाव हो चुका है, उन्हें मालूम चल चुका है कि उनकी सरकार, उनकी सत्ता जाने वाली है, तब उन्हें ईवीएम याद आ रहा है। अब वो ईवीएम का दोष लगा रहे हैं कि ईवीएम हैक हो रहा है। इससे पहले भी तो चुनाव हुआ, अगर ईवीएम हैक होता है तो आप क्यों नहीं?
लेकिन आप एक बात बताइए, इससे पहले होता था इसका मतलब थोड़ी अभी भी हो।
नहीं, इससे
अभी अगर कोई आरोप आ रहे हैं तो उसकी जांच होनी चाहिए।
एकदम जांच होनी चाहिए, एकदम जांच होनी चाहिए। हम तो बोल रहे हैं कि अगर आरोप लग रहा है तो जांच होनी चाहिए, लेकिन आरोप कौन लगा रहा है ये तो पहले देखिए।
आपका शुभ नाम सर?
आशीष शर्मा
जी। आशीष जी, आप बताइए, आप क्या अग्री करते हैं कुशल जी की बात से?
जी, अग्री करने की बात नहीं है। आपने जिस तरह से बैलेट पे चुनाव देखा है पश्चिम बंगाल में, पंचायत चुनाव में जिस तरह से बैलेट बॉक्स उठा के नालों में फेंक दिए गए थे, बैलेट बॉक्स के अंदर पानी डाल दिया गया था, तो इनके लिए अगर ममता बनर्जी को अगर लगता है कि इनके पास कोई ऐसा सिक्योर टेक्नोलॉजी या एलियन टेक्नोलॉजी है जहां से ये ऐसा चुनाव करा सकते हैं जहां पे कोई धांधली ना हो। 2 बार चुनाव जीत चुकी है ममता बनर्जी। यहाँ उस 2011 में भी ईवीएम था, 2016 में भी ईवीएम था, तब तो आरोप नहीं लगा रही थी। आज क्यों आरोप लगा?
हारती हुई पार्टी ईवीएम पर दोष मढ़ती है। आई थिंक दैट्स द पॉइंट दैट इज बीइंग मेड। प्रोफेसर मंडल, आई वांट टू कम टू यू। यू नो, doubting the EVM is the preserve of the losing party is the view that is coming in from the BJP. By the way, BJP also doubted the EVM. I remember Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao's report. GVL Narasimha Rao's report way back in 2009 कि कुछ गड़बड़ है.
Wrote a very illustrious book on that in 2009 when he was assisting Mr. L.K. Advani to the Election Commission of India. I clearly remember that. But that's not the point. Look, we have 323 complaints about the EVM in last 2 phases of election. 323. 68 letters to the Election Commission of India. Right? Now, if these letters are going from one particular political party, forget about the fact that we are the incumbent political party, you have to take them into account. 323 complaints regarding EVM, malfunctioning of EVM. People have been waiting in the queue. They could not vote for, for 2
And this is why the TMC feels that the Election Commission is also, non-existent. Because I remember the complaints that were made in the context of Nandigram,
I'll state certain
where TMC says, where is the Election Commission?
I'll state certain facts. 2 political leaders of BJP, Mr. Mukul Roy and Shishir Bajoria, converses about what should be done with the booths, whether the people from outside, polling agent can be employed from outside the booths. The same decision is being taken by the Election Commission of India without consulting the other political parties. That's happening in the month of February, 21st February to be precise. Now, what does it tell us?
I.e. collusion.
Point number 2. I'm just stating facts.
I'm gonna
Point
come
number
to you
2.
on the
Point
point
number
that
2. The Prime Minister
The word is strange coincidence.
I'm stating facts. I'm not suggesting anything, not accusing anything. People can judge. People are, highly intelligent. Prime Minister of India goes to our neighboring nation, Bangladesh. Celebrates 50 years of Bangladesh independence. Completely.
Your allegation of him influencing the Matua vote bank.
Yeah, obviously.
But he has replied to this. He has said, is it a crime to go and visit a temple?
That is also very secretly sort of appealing to the voters. We understand. No, let me.
Wait a minute. The Prime Minister is the Prime Minister of India going to celebrate the liberation of Bangladesh 50 years. He has no reason to go and visit any temple whatsoever. He can do it on another visit.
Okay.
Because
so you're questioning the timing?
I'm questioning the timing because Mr. Modi has made himself a part of Bangladesh's domestic politics. 12 deaths as a result of all this. The Hindus in Bangladesh are feeling even more vulnerable. Is that what he wants?
Okay, let me get a quick right to reply. I'll come to you, sir, in just a moment. आपने सुना उन्होंने क्या बोला? उनका कहना है कि आप बीजेपी तो छोड़ दीजिए, आपके जो मुखिया हैं वो भी बांग्लादेश में जाकर के चुनाव प्रचार प्रसार करते हैं।
देखिए, बांग्लादेश में जैसे हमारे भाई लगा रहे हैं आरोप कि बांग्लादेश में भी जाकर के चुनाव प्रचार कर रहे हैं, तो क्या प्रधानमंत्री किसी से पूछ करके किसी दूसरे देश में जाएंगे? प्रधानमंत्री इनसे मुख्यमंत्री से पूछ करके किसी दूसरे देश में जाएंगे? और अगर प्रधानमंत्री प्रचार करना चाहते हैं तो ममता बनर्जी क्या करे इस पश्चिम बंगाल को? ममता बनर्जी तो इस बंगाल को बांग्लादेश बनाने की तरफ ले जा रही हैं।
अब ये तो बड़ी अजीब बात है। एक तरफ प्रधानमंत्री जो हैं वो बांग्लादेश के गुण गा रहे हैं और दूसरी तरफ आप कहते हैं कि ये बांग्लादेश बन जाएगा। तो पहले तय कर लीजिए बांग्लादेश अच्छा है कि बुरा है।
देखिए, जिस प्रकार से आरोप लगाया जा रहा है कि इस चुनाव के समय में प्रधानमंत्री बांग्लादेश क्यों गए, तो ये कैसा आरोप है? चुनाव के समय में क्या प्रधानमंत्री कहीं दूसरे देश में नहीं जा सकते हैं? दूसरे देश में जाकर के किसी प्रधानमंत्री से नहीं मिलते?
Let me answer all of your question. Okay, these people have been. There are people who are blaming EVM timing of Prime Minister Modi going to Bangladesh and what not. Okay, coming to invitation and Prime Minister's visit to Bangladesh, is it not that Prime Minister of Bangladesh herself invited Modi ji for this event and not?
No, but Bangladesh never asked him to. Did the government of Bangladesh say go visit a temple? There is absolutely nothing wrong in visiting a temple.
If I am a Hindu and if there is a temple which is hundreds and thousands of
years old, but any political consequences is incidental. According to you.
I will be automatically attracted towards such a historic destination. Coming to EVM, now the way they are debating about EVM, there are representatives from different parties. Okay, they have gone. They do send their representative during commissioning of EVM. Let me ask them question, those who go for commissioning of EVM, if they could say that EVM could be hacked or anything could be manipulated or something like that, then I will agree to their argument. I will take their argument. Otherwise, they are simply in a condition where they are not able to answer or they do not have any issues whatsoever.
Okay, very quickly, Mr. Chaudhary, I want to come to you. You've heard this very typical templated fight between TMC and BJP. I mean, this has been going on and on. Let me talk about the political fortunes of the Congress and the left. It's surprising that when it comes to Kerala, you are opponents. When it comes to West Bengal, you are friends. I mean, the same story in the opposition space keeps repeating from state after state after state. So do you feel that this sort of very fractured unity is the biggest cause of worry, and then you cannot actually present yourself as a united front?
I got you. Sanket, you must understand the context of these elections and the elections in Kerala. You have to understand in the national perspective that we are here facing. Let me make 1 minute of my opening comment first. This is the remnants of the colonial past that India went through. Now, after so many years of India gaining independence, again we are seeing over the last 7 years that India is coming back to that colonial rule of hum do hamare do ki sarkar. Because each and every law that has been passed in this country so far last 7 years.
Do you think central government is colonizing states?
Let me just finish it. The rules, the laws that have been framed so far have been to benefit a few crony capitalists out of this country. Now, when the left is allying with us, it's not that we are ideologically in touch, amalgamated with the left ideology. Of course, we are fighting a bigger battle in the national perspective. Kerala has got a different issue. The state level issues are different. In Bengal, we have got a different issue altogether.
My point is, does this math or chemistry or whichever subject you would like convince the voters?
Of course it is convincing. You must have seen yesterday also in Midnapur district there was a huge election. It was a media created binary election that was going on there. Now you see one way you have got the chief minister out there and one way her own deputy who was once upon a time deputed by Mamata Banerjee herself to go and break the Congress party in the Murshidabad districts, who has taken over hundreds of panchayats from our fold. She has taken over a number of municipalities from our from our control. Now this same deputy, he is fighting against her boss. Now this binary doesn't exist because our candidate, the Sanjukta Morcha candidate, Minaki Mukherjee, fought an election not based on this binary.
No, you know, it's very interesting. Monidhi, I want to come to you. See, Mr. Chaudhary is trying to tell us about specifics. Do you think that the attempt that is being made by, say, for instance, a TMC or by the BJP is to get rid of these intricacies and make it only about a binary contest? I mean, look at Kolkata. You will only see two people on posters. Mamata Banerjee, Narendra Modi.
Well, whether you like it or not, that's how it's evolved. And a lot of the times, like he just did, the blame is on the media that we are treating it as a binary election, Modi versus Mamata and nothing else. That is what is staring at us in the face. But on the ground, of course, there is the left and of course there is the Congress putting up a valiant fight. I think youngsters like him, he was a candidate, by the way, in Potashpur the other day. So, you know, youngsters like this are out there, but they have an uphill task at the moment. The left and Congress trying very hard with an injection of ISF. That has definitely lent it a certain presence in many of the, districts of Bengal where there is a minority domination.
Enough to make a difference, that is going to be the big question.
That is the big question.
Okay. Saikat, I'll come to you. Just one more. He hasn't spoken. Saikat, I want to come to you now. Let's not get into whether this is a three-way contest, two-way contest, four-way contest. I'm not getting into that. You know, the larger picture. A lot is being said by the TMC. I personally feel, Monidhi, I'll come to you also on this. What hope can't do, fear can. And now suddenly I see that when it comes to the BJP, they would say that they will make this Bangladesh, Pakistan, all sorts of countries but India. The Trinamool Congress has now started to say opposition will be wiped out. Mamata Banerjee is the last opposition. If this state goes, then there will be no opposition space. She's also writing letters. Prashant Kishore, he in an interview says that he goes on to say that the BJP wants much more than your vote. Do you agree with this? That this is how important this election is?
देखिए, पहला बात तो ये है, आप लोग मीडिया का द्वारा या पूरा चुनाव को लेकर के पूरा मीडिया यहाँ पे ये एस्टेब्लिश करने में लगे हुए हैं कि ये बाइनरी चुनाव है। लेकिन बात तो ये है लास्ट नंदीग्राम चुनाव, मेरा कांग्रेस लीडर पहले बताया है, नंदीग्राम चुनाव में ये स्टार्ट जो परिसंख्यान जो नंबर ऑफ पोलिंग एजेंट वो जो नंबर बाहर आया है वहाँ पे टीएमसी सब पोलिंग एजेंट नहीं दे पाया सब बूथ में, भाजपा में भी नहीं दे पाया, लेकिन लेफ्ट ने पूरा का पूरा पोलिंग एजेंट वहाँ पे बैठा रहा और पूरा लास्ट तक रहा। और इस बार चुनाव में आपने जो इशू अभी तक सुना है, टीएमसी या भाजपा ये लोग अपने तरीके से इसी हिसाब से चुनाव को लेके जाना चाहता है। बांग्लादेश, हिंदू मुस्लिम, कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स एंड उसका साथ साथ मॉनिटरी जो यहाँ पे जो घोटाला वगैरह रहा है, सरदा नरदा, और उसका साथ साथ अभी जो भाजपा का लीडर है वो पहले हम लोग टीवी में देखा है, वो लोग अपना भाजपा नाउ बीजेपी लीडर उस टाइम टीएमसी का लीडर था, ओपन टीवी चैनल पर मीडिया हाउस में कि वो लोग अपने सुबह घूम से मतलब पहले मॉर्निंग में वो लोग घोटाला कर रहा है, पैसा ले रहा है। इस बार चुनाव में लेफ्ट का साथ टीएमसी बीजेपी का फाइट इसी तरीके से है कि उस साइड टीएमसी भाजपा ने इस चुनाव को लेके जाना चाहता है जातों का ऊपर, और हम लोग उसको वापस लेकर आना चाहता हूं कि आम आदमी का जो नॉर्मल इशू है, प्राइमरी नीड्स है, उसी का ऊपर। क्योंकि यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे तो अम्फान का जो हुआ था, यहाँ पर अम्फान का बाद टीएमसी का लीडर उस टाइम जो राइस जो गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा देना चाहिए था सब्सिडी वो लोग चोरी किया था। और भाजपा का लीडर उस टाइम बताया था कि आप घर घर में जाके थला बजाओ तो कोरोना भाग जाएगा। कोई तो भाजपा लीडर ये भी बता दिया कि तुम लोग गोमूत्र पी लो तो फिर कोरोना चला जाएगा। और उस टाइम लेफ्ट यहाँ पे कंटिन्यूअसली जिसका वोट बैंक 7%, नंबर ऑफ एमपी 0 है, उस टाइम हम लोग हर गली में कोलकाता में या पूरा बंगाल में हम लोग कोशिश किया है पूरा का पूरा आदमी का पास रहने का, और उसका जो ब्लैंकेट ऑफ प्लेट है वहाँ पे राइस रेगुलरली।
No, Nasreen said the same same thing. नहीं, साइका जी, Nasreen said the same thing. मेरा आपसे ये कहना है, फिर then where do you fail to convince the voter?
देखिए पहला बात,
election is about winning, no?
Exactly.
Nobody remembers the beating.
Exactly. आज आप यहाँ पे आए हैं, आज हम लोगों का एक स्टूडेंट लीडर था सुदीप गुप्ता, आप लोग भी सुने होंगे। तो आज से 8 साल पहले ये टीएमसी का सरकार ने सिर्फ वन एंड ओनली डिमांड था कि यूनिवर्सिटी एंड कॉलेज के अंदर कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स यूनियन चुनाव सही तरीके से होना चाहिए। उसको लेकर के जो रैली हुआ था वहाँ पे टीएमसी गवर्नमेंट का पुलिस के द्वारा उसका खून हो गया था। लास्ट 10 इयर्स यहाँ पे कोई भी इलेक्शन चुनाव नहीं हुआ था, और इस बार टीएमसी का जो लोग चुनाव नहीं किया था वो लोग भाजपा में जाके फिर टीएमसी के खिलाफ।
Now I want to raise a larger question. Okay, some quick comments and then the larger question. आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं? जल्दी।
No, the fact remains that we are quietly confident about our win, not just in Nandigram but elsewhere as well. But when we are making complaints about EVM, it doesn't mean that we are sort of, trying to scare people. We are just trying to
check the system.
Rouse the Election Commission of India. Times sort of quietly slipping. And you talk about Modi's way of campaigning. I mean, he is perhaps the most shrewdest leader this country has ever seen in the contemporary times. He will do whatever he can to somehow fill the connect between what he is doing here in Bangladesh or maybe in some other parts of the country. Such an irony, the person who was sort of celebrating Bangladesh's independence, we are really grateful that he was doing it. The same person 2018 was celebrating or having some juice or drinks with Nixon way back with America, and he was proudly sort of flaunting that picture in his Twitter handle. Probably you'll get the picture. So we have no issue. But when he talks about infiltrators, 4 days back you were with Bangladesh Prime Minister. Yesterday you come here and talk about Ghuspetia once again. What did you do with the Prime Minister of Bangladesh? You could have raised the issue, because these are inter-borders issue. These are foreign affairs issue.
Sure.
The state government has no role to play. He's just trying to polarize the voters.
ये जो एलिगेशन टीएमसी लेके आ रहा है, इसी एलिगेशन तो टीएमसी का ऊपर था। पिछले चुनाव में, जब लोकसभा चुनाव में बांग्लादेश का फिल्म एक्टर वो टीएमसी का कैंपेन करके गया था, वहाँ पे इलेक्शन कमीशन उसका ऊपर आरोप लगाया था। फिर दूसरा टाइम जब यहाँ पे लास्ट इलेक्शन था, पंचायत इलेक्शन, उस टाइम यहाँ पे इलेक्शन कमिश्नर था मीरा पांडे।
Monidi, what I find very, very interesting is that this switching of the very concept, the only thing constant is this one allegation that this person is that person's B team. Absolutely. Do you think, the left accuses TMC of being in cahoots with the BJP. Absolutely. They will accuse the left of being in cahoots with the BJP. आपकी कितनी B team है भाई? आप मुझे ये बता दो. देखिए, how many B teams do you have?
B team ये तो शुरू से इनकी भी तो पहले बी टीम थी, आज उस बी टीम से हाथ मिला के रखे हैं।
चाइना की बी टीम है।
अच्छा।
यहाँ पर हाथ मिला करके रखे हैं वामपंथी और कांग्रेस। यहाँ पर दोस्ती और केरल में कुश्ती है। ये इस हिसाब से है यहाँ की राजनीति। अगर दोस्ती करनी तो पूरे भारत में कीजिए, आप पूरे भारत में।
जब केरल में भाजपा आ जाएगा उस टाइम हम लोगों का बीच दोस्ती हो जाएगा। ऐसा नहीं है, यहाँ पे जादवपुर प्रेसिडेंसी चुनाव में जब भाजपा आता है तब हम लोग लेफ्ट यूनाइटेड होते हैं। जब भाजपा, यहाँ पे तो यूनिवर्सिटी में कहीं भी भाजपा नहीं है, उस टाइम हम लोग का अंदर फाइट होता है।
Let's be, clear about that. They are just fighting battle for their survival, and we are happy that they are.
Aren't you fighting for your survival?
No. You're talking about,
TMC खत्म होने के लिए लड़ रहा है।
now and
क्योंकि आधा पार्टी तो भाजपा में चला
standing
गया।
in front
चुनाव
of,
हो जाने के बाद within 24 hours TMC पूरा खत्म हो जाएगा।
standing in front of one of the most expensive symbols of colonial servitude. We don't want our state to be new colonized by another power coming from Delhi, where you have just one emperor sitting there and distantly rule India, rule Bengal, almost like an imperial power.
Now, before I come to you, I have to raise the larger point and we'll discuss the larger issue. I'll begin with you now. The use of these central agencies, the accusation of the use of these central agencies. You look at this allegation is there in Tamil Nadu. Again, against, Mr. Udaynidhi Stalin is talking about this. This allegation is there in West Bengal, repeatedly. Allegation in Assam, allegation in Kerala. I mean, it's constant. This seems to be the constant. Do you think that this will just go into thin air post-elections, or is this something very serious which should be dealt with seriously?
Well, it's certainly issues that should be dealt with seriously. For instance, Sharda, we saw lakhs of people suffer because of that particular, Ponzi scheme that deprived them of all their savings. 10 rupees a month, 20 rupees a month karke, they had saved money and that disappeared. We haven't seen any justice in it, except for one chairman of the company is in jail. But there has been no compensation.
And some of those leaders accused of now being in a washing machine called BJP. This is the TMC's allegation.
That is the irony. But there are also, just as much as washing machine is cleaning up a whole lot of people who have moved from here to here, there are also people who are still in the TMC who still have that same stigma of, Narda, Sharda, etc., etc. So, why hasn't this been done in the last so many years? Why haven't these cases been taken up? That's why you feel that this is all about the elections and nothing else.
That's a very important point. That all these allegations, there are so serious allegations, Mr. Chaudhary. Why do they fly away or evaporate post-elections? Or is this just a very convenient position? No, I'll come to you. Like this point on Narda and Sharda, all those people you accuse, now you have deleted their YouTube videos also.
Yes. Now the point in the bigger this thing, you must remember that it was the Congress party which filed a case and exposed the Sharda scam in Bengal. It was the Congress party. For the last 1.5 years, the charge sheet of Sharda scam is lying in the Home Ministry office. It has not yet been filed to the court. And why is it not yet filed? And in the meantime, what we see is all those accused in the Sharda scam, all those accused in the Narada scam have just simply changed their colors. So the electorate of this part of the country, they want a clear-cut answer whether it is the BJP fighting the Trinamool or the Trinamool fighting the BJP. Or is it a joint
And you're saying the agencies are facilitators?
Of course, absolutely. Now the point here before the electorate is that the contest in Bengal is between left-supported, Congress-supported political parties versus the BJ Mole. That is the actual fight in the ground in Bengal.
Versus the?
BJ Mole.
It's a
Okay, what does that mean?
BJ Mool. BJ Mool.
BJ Mool. Oh, BJP plus Trinamool.
That's the coinage.
Frankly, I've heard this for the first time.
No. You go to the ground, you will find that. Now the point here is now.
Okay, I think there's a counter to this. Yeah.
There is a metaphor for these people, Trino Red. Okay, Trinamool and comrades. Okay, now I'm answering to all of his questions. Okay.
BJ Mool and Trino Red.
Let me answer all of these questions. Okay, he raised a question जो कि आज बीजेपी में है वो कल टीएमसी में थे. जो टीएमसी में आए वो तो सीपीएम से ही आए थे. ठीक है. आज ये दोनों अलायंस फॉर्म किए हैं. साईबाड़ी में इनके कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ता दो भाइयों को मारकर उनकी माता को खून से सना भात खिलाया गया था. इनको तनिक भी लज्जा नहीं है. आज उनसे पूछना चाहता हूँ 34 साल की मशीनरी में ये लोग एक तरह का बिजनेस कॉन्सेप्ट लाए थे जहां मालिक और नौकर का अधिकार बराबर का होता है. वैसा एक कारखाना पूरे 34 साल में पश्चिम बंगाल में आज तक दिखाई नहीं दिया. और यहाँ ये भाई साहब बात कर रहे कि रिगिंग और ये ईवीएम का, मैं खुद बूथ एजेंट रह चुका हूँ. पिछले 2015 साल में एक हाथ से मैंने रोक दिया था तृणमूल के गुंडों को. 50-60 लोग घुस रहे थे और अकेला मैंने रोक के दिखा दिया था.
ईवीएम जैमिंग कल हाइला का पतरखंडी में जो हुआ असम में, that BJP candidate, in Assam, I belong to that part of the country. I was born there, so I know that history out there. It's a polling area that is there. It is purely a Congress belt where the BJP is not supposed to get a single vote. Now they have manipulated how many EVMs. That is out of.
Okay, so the larger point being made over here. ये तो एक का पता चल गया Assam में. What about the many others? But see,
what happened in Nandigram, let me just put it bluntly. For 2 hours, the Chief Minister was confined to a particular booth. More than 300 cameras.
Mohidipa was right there.
Yeah, 300 cameras were there in Nandigram, and including Mohidipa, I suppose, all of them rushed to that booth. Now, what happened to the rest 300 plus booths? Who is going to reply to this question?
No, but then, you.
What if these people have planted their own people?
Okay, another counter allegation. Yeah, one moment. I have to move forward. Let's talk about, the larger point. Let me go there. I'll come back. Nasreen, see, the point is very simply, the point is the use of agencies, right? Now, will this remain just an allegation, or do you think that this will, in a way, become so institutional